Hi guys, this is Dr. Rafaro. I'm out here enjoying this beautiful weather. It's not been like this in a very long time. Been experiencing tremendous amount of snow. I think there's some leftover snow right there. That might be the last bit right there. I'm gonna walk over closely. But I'm out here. Welcome to Nehemiah African Projects. The main point of this video is not snow. This is just leftover snow. But I happen to be outside today. I'm normally taking videos in my car or whatnot, but thought I'd enjoy the beautiful sun and get some beautiful vitamin D. So today I want to talk about how to get started investing as an African diaspora. In previous videos, we talked about the cost of not investing and how to really get started. So touched on, at least having a basic budget, just so you know where your money is going, even if it's something very simple, guys. So many people don't know where all their money is going that they're earning. They're working very hard every day, Monday through Friday, sometimes weekends as well, with that active income to which a lot is being taxed. A lot is being taxed here in the West. So whatever your net income is that you have, you really want to know, what is your delta? What's your miscellaneous bucket that you can then allocate to investing? So how to get started? Number one, make a budget, okay? You need to do a budget so you know where your money is going. Once you know where your money is going, number two, ascertain your risk appetite, your risk level of what to get started with. Some of the easiest things to get started with are things like money market accounts. Okay, I'm talking about money market accounts in different African countries to which you can open and you can transfer your money and let your money start earning for you. Imagine you get to a place that you've been doing this alongside your 401k or whatever, and you've been doing this for at least 5 years, 10 years. It'll get to a point, definitely, because the return on the rate of return that you get in many African money market, 13%, 15%, at one point in Nigeria, almost 20%. I mean, you can't even get that as a considered low risk investment anywhere here in the US or in other Western countries. Unless you're just doing equity stocks, which is a different case because that's a different risk level. We're talking about low risk things here. So money market accounts, you can open that. You can start with that because it's very liquid. You can access your money. You can get started with that so that your money is working for you in different African markets. The other thing you can do is you can look at real estate, depending on your long-term goals. Real estate is always a long-term game. And so, not to say you can't go into it for a quick return or anything like that, but you get more return when you are thinking about real estate from a long-term perspective. So you can look at real estate, what you can afford. A lot of real estate in the African market there's developers developing new real estate because there's a housing shortage, growing populations, housing shortage. So people are looking for housing, people are looking for Airbnb in attractive areas. And so real estate, you start with what you can afford. Don't automatically go and build a 10 bedroom mansion that no one is going to live in. And you're here. And you're afraid to let your relatives and friends know about it because people might start taking advantage of it. You want an asset that will start working for you. So you can acquire real estate in Africa, in different African countries, with zero interest through developer payment plans, which is amazing. So if you have your money in your money market account and it's working from you, you can get to a place where you purchase a property, maybe 25% of it was paid from the rate of return from your money market account, and your money is still there. So that's a different type of mindset, guys. It's a long-term game. Once you can ascertain that the delta in your budget is enough to cover those payment plans, and you have some money maybe in a money market account that's already been working for you, that is a phenomenal strategy to acquire real estate. No mortgage, no 30-year mortgage. How freeing is that? All these beautiful houses you see behind me, they all have 30-year mortgages. Very few people have 15-year mortgages here in the US. So a lot of people in the US, they've put their mind that I'm gonna pay this beautiful house off in 30 years. And the amount of interest that they pay, so let's say if this house was $500,000, $600,000, about $650 is the average sometimes these days. On top of that $650, there might be an additional $150. So you're talking about total cost of $800,000 over the course of 30 years. And it's just a primary home. They're just living in it. Whereas some of this African real estate that we're talking about, it can be part of your retirement plan. If you desire to move back and live there, there's no mortgage, there's no interest. You are doing a payment plan and it was paid off in 2 years. You know, what a beautiful thing. So guys, that's just a switching of you really have to switch your mindset to be like, wow, I can do this. I need to start with budgeting, put some money aside so it's immediately working for me. And you'll be surprised how much rate of return you can actually contribute to that without even touching the initial deposit amount that you can contribute towards things like real estate. And once you acquire that real estate, you don't necessarily have to let it sit there until you retire. You can put it up for Airbnb, short-term rentals, and it's now become an instant cash flow machine, minus the management fees, right? So you have a strategy in place of how you're going to manage it, a remote team, security. There's all these latest technologies now. You can do it. Anybody can do this, but it starts with your mindset and realizing that it's more than just your active income. You're working Monday through Friday, sometimes some people Monday through Saturday, to get that active income. Once you take that active income, put it in avenues where it can start working for you. So you'll be surprised, you acquire a property in Africa and it starts cash flowing again with short let, and within a couple of years it's paid itself off, and it's still, it's become a wealth system. And there's other things too you can get into, like farming, agribusiness, investing in other companies. Fintechs are booming in all across Africa. So much to talk about, guys, but how to get started with investing in Africa for the African diaspora. Those are a few tips, guys, but it starts with the mindset, budget, get some liquid investments going, and then use some of those returns to acquire long term. All right, guys, so thanks for this video. Subscribe to Nehemiah African Projects, and we'll continue bringing you more information to change your mind and move you into action. Bye.